So, welcome everyone to the Confidence series. I'm so
Yes,
excited about our topic.
I am so excited about today. And I love the fact that we're both wearing, you know, these colors and,
Yeah.
strong, bold colors because, have you ever thought about, and I'm thinking about, have you ever thought about how important it is, your appearance, how you are showing up in
Mm.
your, how you wear your hair, your clothes, the colors that you're wearing. I mean, I used to wear gray and black.
Me
Those were
too.
my colors, right? When I was working as a lawyer in the corporate world, gray
Yeah.
and black, that was it.
Yeah.
And today I show up in more colors, in more bold colors, because you know what? I am no longer afraid to be seen.
Yes.
And I noticed that about you, Diane, as well, that you always show up with such beauty and colors and power. And our
Yes.
style and what we're wearing is part of it.
That's right. That's right. That's why we're talking about how to show up anywhere with confidence.
Mhm.
And I just love because the reason why we did this, and let's just give everyone the
Yeah.
reason why we went here,
Yeah.
is because we often are told, okay, what's the dress code?
Mhm.
And I was really just taken aback and just laughing so hard because I had my event in January and of 2022, just a timestamp for those watching this. And I was asked several times, what's the dress code? What's the dress code? What's the dress code? And I kept saying, it's whatever you want to do to show up. And people would say to me, no, Diana, seriously, I need to know what I should wear. What? Like, what's going on? We have been conditioned
Yeah.
to show up according to the way that folks tell us to show up. Of course, we know. I mean, you and I are not crazy. We know that there are dress codes certain
Yeah.
places.
Yeah.
But here's what we want to share with you is three ways that you can show up anywhere with confidence. And if you've been following us, you know that we always talk about knowing your worth. Well, why do you keep repeating that? Until we get it. Until we get it, which is going to be every single time. We're going to
Absolutely.
talk about owning your style. It's just a very, very important aspect of confidence. And then number three, can we get some snaps on this one? Be unapologetic about who you are, right, Uni? So
Yeah.
I'm going to have you go ahead and kick us off.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for that introduction, Diana. I love it. And, so yes, so absolutely. We're going to be talking about owning your worth and repeating that until we all get it. And this is as much a reminder to myself as it
Yep.
is to anyone else out there, just so you know. And this is a daily thing. So knowing who
Mhm.
you are, like knowing, like, what am I worth? Because it is so easy to fall into that, like, who are you? Like, why, like, why would anyone listen to little me? Right? Who
Mhm.
am I? Like, what's my added value to the conversation or to the room in general? It's so easy to fall into that. And so this
Yes.
is a reminder just to know who you are and to have a daily practice
Yes.
where you every single morning. I like to do this in the morning, Diana, and I know that you do
Yes.
too, just to
We are
have that
morning people.
yeah, exactly, those, because it sets the intention of the rest of the day and how you show up the rest of the day as well. So
Mhm.
carve out those 15 minutes for meditation, for a little bit of journaling, to ask yourself, what is my intention for the day? What do I want to accomplish today?
Mhm.
How
Yeah.
do I want to show up today? And then remember to celebrate your accomplishments. So dig out that badass list. We have talked about the badass list before. This is something that we learned from our mentor, Jen Gottlieb. We're in this mastermind with her together, and this is one of the things that we are constantly doing, adding
Mm.
our accomplishments, adding stuff to our badass list,
Yeah.
having a look at it every single day. I like to stick little post-its on my computer, Diana, or even on the back of
Yes.
the mirror. And something that I love also from Mel Robbins' high five habit
Mm.
is just like giving myself a high five in the mirror. And I had kind of forgotten about that, and now this summer I'm doing it again, and I'm
Yes.
loving it, because there's something about the way that you You cannot negate yourself. You cannot
Right.
talk badly about yourself and have that like negative conversation in your head about yourself when you are acknowledging yourself, when you're giving yourself that high five. So I strongly recommend reading her book, Mel Robbins, The High Five Habit.
Good.
And I'll put that note also in the under the video. And just starting to treat yourself with more kindness, celebrate yourself, and having that daily practice where you increase your self-esteem and your self-worth.
That's so good, Uni, because oftentimes we write this list, but the badass continues. The badassery continues. So continue to write more. And I think it's a daily celebration. I'm getting ready to do a presentation, and I literally, before getting on this presentation, I got done and I put it down. I go, that's good. You're good. It's like, because I want to make certain that I have the energy, and I love to talk about peak state, right? Yeah. Getting yourself in peak state. Yeah. And I just think that just relates so much to our next topic, which is owning your style, right? I just believe there's a reason why a lot of these lifestyle shows that talk about what to wear, what not to wear, and that people are just so unclear about who they are as an individual. I mean, we all know, car people know this. The type of car you drive is really reflective of your personality and the style that you are and how you show up. There's certain Tesla people, there's Yugo people. I don't even know if they make that car anymore. That's just so, I just shared my age. I mean, there's like Ford people, there's all the different types. It relates to your character. Yeah. Think about this when you're thinking about your style. Are you the empathetic type? Are you the compassionate type? Are you the caring type? Are you the loud type? Are you the bold type? Write out a descriptive list of who you are. And I want to encourage everyone who's watching this replay, or even if you're live on Facebook, take a picture of this slide, because it's really, really important as you're sitting down thinking about who you are as a person and owning your style. This says a lot. I mean, we could do a whole thing on just owning your style right here. Yeah. And one thing that I noticed about myself is, like you said, Uni, when we kicked off, we're both attorneys and we've worked in the corporate world, and we began to assimilate and look like the paint. We just started to blend into the wall because we didn't know our worth, and we weren't really valuing our badass list. And so as we've continued our training, which is what Uni and I do in our individual programs, as we've continued our training and what we're doing, committed to our life work, we began to understand who we are and wrote this descriptive list of who we are and how we want to show up at work, right? With our family and in our community. And I'm bold and I'm loud, and I am not apologizing for it. You're going to talk about that next, but I am snap that up. And the second thing is know what you want. Most people, if you ask them, well, what do you want? Well, I don't know. You got to get clear on that. So women, especially, we tend to hold back because we've been conditioned by these stereotypes that tell us, oh, we're too emotional, or you're so angry. Oh my gosh, why are you crying? All those kinds of things. And so we tend to hold back on what we know. You know what to say. Absolutely. Stop acting like you do not know what to say. Get really, really clear about who you are, what you know. Own your talents and accomplishments. Yeah. We can't overexpress that, because this is something that we just don't, I just don't want them to think I'm just like too much. That's ridiculous. Yeah. And stand the freak out. Okay. Stand out. Do you like to dress up? If you like to dress up, dress up. Wear your bold colors, wear your plaids, wear your all these constant colors. You know what I love, Uni, here in the United States, because we talk global, because we're both global, right? Yeah. Is here in the US, Tabitha Brown, she's a vegan, I would say, influencer on TikTok. And she just became so big during the pandemic. And what Target realized, a department store realized, is that Tabitha Brown is a designer, and Tabitha Brown has bold colors, and her story really folds in nicely to owning your style, because when she was trying to make it big before the pandemic and before she became this vegan person, she wanted to be an actress. She wanted to be a seamstress, and, really makes not just a seamstress, but she wanted to be a designer of clothing. Target recognized that. And you know what she did? She came out with her first line of clothing at Target, and it was completely and 100% bold colors and beautiful, just bright amazingness, because that matched her character. So, find your style. What makes you look and feel your best? And you dress for you and no one else, boo. So be it. That's what I got to say. You got something to add to that?
That is so good. And if I can add something to that, I think it's
Absolutely.
often we think about style as something superficial, right? But this is what I want to enhance, is that is an extension of your confidence, of who you are, and that's showing the world, showing up, taking space, show people your extraordinariness and shine, right? So if you stand out in your corporate environment because you don't wear that black or gray suit that I used to be wearing, because I wanted to blend in, I wanted to be invisible, I wanted to be like the men right there, because we work, both of us, in very male dominated environments. So being a woman in that world was really tough. And so I just wanted to blend in and be like the guys. And if I were to tell my younger self something, was to stand out. Be someone that people notice when she enters the room. And not just because you are you, but also because your whole style reflects who you are. Right? It's an extension of who you are. So be bold, find your style, and don't be afraid to wear different things than all the other people around you.
Yeah, I think also too, Uni, one of the things, and you keep saying this extension of who you are, because a lot of people have really, not because they haven't done the knowing your worth, is they don't even have an extension, because they're just completely and 100% flat in that area. So that's why this is just so powerful. I love it. So the most important part.
The most important one, be unapologetic about who you are. And that is right, like snap. And so this is about when you, and it's regardless of what you're wearing and how your hair is done, or your makeup, whatever that is for you, whenever you walk in, and make that intention before entering the room, that this is my room. Whenever you enter that doorway, you go into that room, and and you just look around, and you just know that I belong here. I own this room. And I think that's really important to remind ourselves about that, because I often, and I have to catch myself this, still today, Diana, is that I sometimes, when I enter a room and there's all these very accomplished people in the room, and I have to catch myself and just like kick myself a little bit in the butt and tell myself, Uni, you do belong here. You belong here. You deserve a seat at the table, and your voice is important. They need what you have to offer. So having that intention, and just saying it and talking about it, Diana,
Uni, that's so powerful, because I think a lot of people see you, they see me, and they might think, oh, they don't have to. Please, we still have to do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love
it's so important. So just remind yourself that whenever you enter a room, I belong here, and that is my room. This is my place.
That's so good. That's so good. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about this 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
Listen, not everyone will like you. Uni, let's say that together. 1, 2, 3. Not everyone will like you, because, I really just believe when we don't own our worth, and we're hustling
Mm-hmm.
for an affirmation,
Mm-hmm.
we really stop and we edit ourselves.
Yep.
20% of the people might not like you.
Yep.
Right. It doesn't even matter. It does not matter what you wear. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what color your hair is. It doesn't matter how long or short your nails are. I mean, they may have a little dress code at certain types of places on your nails, but they might be jealous. They might be insecure. They might feel bad about themselves. Think about that, right? Because it's not about you. I think a lot of us think that, everything is about us when people say something, or they might look at it a certain way. See, because here's the thing, if you're hustling for affirmation and a certain type of look from people, you haven't owned the room.
Exactly.
Because you're sitting there worried about other people and what they have to say.
Yeah.
And that detracts from your ability to make your greatest impact.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be confident. You can't share effectively what you have to say when you are focused on them. Focus on the other 80%. That's a bomb bullet point right there.
Yes, absolutely. And I also think it deserves a little reminder. And this is also as much for me as anyone else, is that people's judgment and criticism of you is not about you.
Come on. And it's none of your business.
Them and their issues, right? So, and we know that, but still, it's really hard sometimes when we feel, someone's, looking at us in a special, like in a way, they're the look that sort of like just kills you.
Yes.
And it's hard, right? It's hard when you get those comments or you get those, So it's a good reminder to not focus on them. And because it's never about you. It's never about you.
Yes. That's so good. That's so good. Well, you want to take this last one? Uni?
Yes, absolutely. So, and that is about knowing your responsibility. So, and that goes back to who are you and what, like the description of who you are. Like, what are you here to do? This is about your mission, about your purpose. So stay true to your purpose, not anyone else's purpose. So, and remember that also your mission and your purpose is not about you. Right. It's about what you bring to the table. It's about the other people and how you can impact and help these other people, right? Yes. And make a situation better. So as long as, and I remind myself of that all the time, being a public speaker, just getting out of my own way. Like, Uni, this is not about you. Like, who cares what you look like and what you are saying, the words you're using? It's about allowing yourself to be the vehicle for your mission, for the purpose. And that you can do also in a corporate setting. It doesn't have to be as an entrepreneur. This is also about your knowledge, everything that you are and what you bring to the table, and making that the center of attention, of your attention and intention, right? So good. I just love this. And, again, if you're watching this live or on the recording, then I would love for you to take a photo of this and share this with someone. Mm-hmm. I really believe that this is something that someone really needs right now. And it could be you. So be unapologetic about who you are. Know your worth. Really make certain that you own your style. And we know that you'll be able to gain the confidence. So was this helpful? On a scale of 1 to 10, write it down, share it, share in the YouTube comments, share on our pages, on our social media pages, and let us know. Absolutely. And also let us know what you want us to cover next time in the next sessions, because we are open to, this is for you. We're not doing this for us. We're doing this for you. Yes. So, and also just have fun with this, own your style, like play around a little bit with it. And also if there's anything that you want us to cover, let us know also in the comments. Yes. And we're going to get into other topics. One topic I cannot wait to talk about is how to give feedback with confidence. Oh, let's do that one. Mm-hmm. It's going to be so good. So take out your phone, connect with us. Yeah. Go ahead and
go onto this QR code. You can connect with both Uni and I, and really know that we are out here doing the work. We're not just sitting in our offices just talking. We are sitting in our offices doing the daggone thing. So we'd love to connect with you. So
amazing. Yes.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. And remember, you are the most important person to invest in right now. So invest in yourself, in your own energy, do the work, own your worth every single day.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. All right, Uni.